Lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Selena.
All right, defense, you may proceed.
Thank you, Judge. Thank you. Ma'am, you understand why we're here,
Yes, I do.
okay? And we're here, you're asking the court for leniency
Yes.
and you're asking for probation.
Yes, no matter how long it is. I'm willing to take probation or monitor or anything. I've taken numerous amount of classes,
Okay, and regarding that, you have taken
taken parenting classes. I've
A
taken.
mother asking for probation is about to learn whether emotional testimony, serious health problems, family responsibilities, and evidence of rehabilitation can outweigh what the judge describes as a relentless series of thefts. Selena Marie Allen has pleaded guilty in 2 cases under an agreement calling for 2 years in a state jail facility, but she is asking the court to suspend incarceration and place her on probation instead. Her elderly mother takes the stand and delivers an emotional plea, explaining that Allen is her primary caregiver and that Allen's 9-year-old daughter cries for her constantly. She also describes Allen's serious heart and liver conditions and asks the judge to find any form of punishment that would allow her to remain at home. Allen then testifies that she has voluntarily completed parenting, theft, and anger management classes while incarcerated and is working toward her GED. She accepts responsibility, but says an abusive partner threatened to hurt or kill her unless she committed crimes to obtain money. That man is now reportedly serving 28 years in prison. For a moment, probation appears possible, but then the judge reviews the dates. Store after store, month after month, the court counts at least 8 alleged theft incidents in a single year. Will Allen's remorse and rehabilitation earn mercy? Or will the sheer repetition convince the judge that probation is no longer appropriate?
In 2024 CR 012239 and 2025 CR 002038, State versus Selena Marie Allen. Could I have parties announced for the state?
Andrew Perry Sadelman.
Defense?
Sean Sheffield, Your Honor.
And are you Miss Allen?
Yes, ma'am.
We're here today for sentencing. In each of these 2 cause numbers, you entered a plea of guilty. The PSI was waived. According to your plea bargaining agreement, punishment is to be assessed at 2 years in the state jail facility. The state is opposed to your application. Defense had letters that he wanted the court to read. State, did you have any objections to the court reading those letters?
No, no.
All right, so the court has reviewed the letters. State, any witnesses?
No, no.
Defense, any other witnesses?
Yes, Your Honor, we have Miss Allen and then also her mother. I don't know which would you prefer to go first.
However you want to proceed, counsel.
I'll call the mother.
No problem. Well, I see you have a cane, so I want to ask you to raise your right hand. Is there any objection to the court not asking that of the witness?
I have no
Yeah,
problem.
my
with that. I'll take care of
Do you
that.
solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
My name is Linda Reyes.
Linda Reyes?
Linda Reyes.
All right. You may proceed.
Ma'am, how are you related to Miss Allen?
I'm her mother.
Okay, and you understand why we're here today?
Yes.
And it's your understanding that your daughter has been charged with several crimes.
Yes.
You understand that?
Yes, I do.
And you understand we're here for punishment.
Yes, I know.
And we're asking the court for probation.
Yes, I know.
Can you tell the court why you believe that it would be best for your daughter to have probation?
Probation or rest at home or anything, because she's the only one I have to take care of me. I live in the country, which is, I have nobody else that's her. And then I also want to let you know that I'm a Jehovah's Witness and I'm very, very religious, and I would like her to, if it's possible, stay with me, house arrest, whatever, compliance shopping between classes. So apparently she had a problem with that. And then also monitor whatever, because I really need her at home, and so does her son that's going to graduate in June. And she worked hard for him, and he was a varsity football player. She also has 2 older daughters. That one went to Park, was a cheerleader, and she was a cheerleader for Garden Word, and her other daughter's a successful tech, computer tech. So she's lived for her children. And during this time that she was on her little thing was because she made a bad choice of being with a bad man. He is now incarcerated for like 20, 30 years. Thank goodness, because he was very abusive. And then came COVID. With COVID, she got behind, and then she got evicted twice this last year, which was hard to get back on her feet. So apparently she chose a lot of bad choices. So, and I'm not financially stable to really help her. So, all I ask is for you to please have some mercy, find her some way to stay home, because
Give me a minute.
yeah.
You need to sit down.
No. Because I need her at home. And so does her little girl. She has a little one that's 9 years old. I cries for her all the time. And she's very close to her mother. So if you please, find some way or that she can stay home and get punished. And I don't care what you do to her, as long as she just be there. I live in a mobile home in the country to top it off. So, I have nobody, and I have no one wants to go out there, and so I really need her at home, and I could. Plus, she has a liver disease, and she has a heart problem too. Her father died of this liver disease at 60, so I'm very, very worried about her being somewhere that she might not have the care she needs, because she was given a lot of care at the Bexar County, so I just plead and
Thank you.
and
So
ask you, okay, and being this the week of the Passover of forgiveness and sins, take that into consideration.
all right, thank you. Thank you so very much for speaking to me and giving me some insight into your daughter.
Alan's mother has now presented the human cost of incarceration. She says her daughter is the only person available to care for her in a rural area, while Alan's youngest child is deeply distressed by the separation. She also raises significant medical concerns, including Alan's reported heart and liver conditions, and worries that incarceration may delay access to necessary treatment. This testimony is offered in mitigation. It does not erase the guilty pleas, but it gives the judge reasons to consider probation, home confinement, monitoring, treatment, or another community-based alternative. Courts often have to balance these personal hardships against the number and seriousness of the offenses, the defendant's criminal history, accountability, deterrence, and the likelihood of successful supervision. The mother also links Alan's recent choices to financial hardship, eviction, the pandemic, and an abusive relationship. But the prosecution opposes probation, and the plea agreement already authorizes 2 years in state jail. Should the needs of an elderly parent and young child influence punishment, or would allowing those hardships to control the sentence create an unfair exception?
All right. Any other witnesses? Oh, no, there's no need to apologize. You want to raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
You can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Selena.
All right. Defense, you may proceed.
Thank you, Judge. Thank you. Ma'am, you understand why we're here,
Yes, I do.
okay? And we're here, you're asking the court for leniency,
Yes.
and you're asking for probation.
Yes, no matter how long it is. I'm willing to take probation or monitor or anything. I've taken numerous amount of classes,
Okay, and regarding that, you have taken
taken parenting classes, I've taken theft classes, I've done AA, I've done anger management, I've done a lot of different classes. Anything I could take, I've taken. I'm in the process of getting my GED.
and these are the certificates that you did,
Yes,
and these were done while you were in custody.
yes,
Okay, so you took it upon yourself to do these classes.
yes,
Do you believe they've been helpful?
yes.
Why?
It's making me look at life differently. In this last year, I've made a lot of bad decisions. I take full responsibility for my actions, and I apologize. I'm willing to pay any restitution I would need to pay. Again, I need to take care of my mother. I have my son's much across stage. I don't know if you read his letter, but he's about to cross stage, and that's a big, I guess, goal for me and him. I've had 2 kids who graduated already. One of them graduated from college. So I'm just asking you to please take in consideration all these things. I do have SCAT, which is a heart disease, and congested heart failure and got a tear in my coronary artery, and I have cirrhosis of the liver. I've been in the hospital here at Bear County, and to get me to the hospital when I was having a heart attack recently, it took them 2 hours. So it is a fear. I did have a heart attack in Bear County. I tried to get those medical records to you. They wouldn't get me to me in time.
No, I'll take you at your word.
With that, Judge, I'll pass the witness.
State.
Said that you understand why we're here.
Yes, sir, I do.
Why are we here?
You know, that's that I've committed, and I was in a really bad relationship, a very abusive relationship, and he just had me do things that is not. I know I have a record, but I haven't had a record. I haven't committed a crime in over 10 years, and up until these is what I mean. Prior, I finished a 2-year probation, and 10 years ago in 2015, I finished a 2-year probation without any problems. I had lost my job during COVID and had got evicted and started hanging around, dating the wrong person, I guess. I committed these crimes that I should never have committed. I'm truly very sorry for them. Willing to pay any restitution back to them, willing to do whatever it is that I need to do for y'all's forgiveness. Like I said, I take full responsibility for my actions. I'm not blaming anybody or blaming anything. I'm taking full responsibility from. I just want leniency to get some sort of probation monitor, whatever it is I could do.
I'd like to ask a bit more about this abusive relationship that seems to have led you to commit the crimes that you're accused of committing.
Yes.
So, who was this person,
His name is Gilbert Alfred Carrion.
and how did you meet him?
I met him through a friend.
And
He's doing 28 years in prison right now.
for what?
Numerous of charges.
So that relationship effectively over.
Yes, sir.
Now-
He'll be doing 28 years.
Why did this abusive relationship lead you to commit these crimes?
Him forcing me, him telling me I needed to do it, or he was going to hit me if I didn't go get him some money or go do this or go do that. So, and like I said, I don't blame him. I blame myself because I am fully responsible for myself and my actions. I can't blame anybody for my actions, but myself. But I've created a heart disease. I have a severe heart disease. It's called SCAT. I have congestive heart failure, and I have cirrhosis of the liver.
You said that you were looking at life differently now. Can you elaborate on that?
I've never been away from my children this long, ever. And it's really causing an effect on me and them. My son's about to cross stage in June, and to not do that after working so hard to get him there is a big step. And so all that I looked into consideration. And like I said, I've taken the numerous amount of classes in jail on my own, just things that I've done on my own.
So my last question is, if you take responsibility for your actions, then what responsibility do you have in choosing to commit these crimes rather than confront the difficulty of leaving Mr. Grant?
Excuse me, tell me that again, I'm sorry.
It's a complex question,
Yes.
but essentially, why did you commit these crimes rather than confront the difficulty of leaving Mr. Grant?
Because I was just because he threatened if he leave me, he would kill me. He would hurt me. He would, he would hurt me, quite often, and that's what he would come. He would kill me if I left him. Under oath, he was so to the deeds. He would tell me if I left him. If I didn't do what he said, he would kill me. And he's just like I said, he's been 28 years in prison. And now I could say I feel safe. I never really felt safe before, as long as I've been with him. He was just a very scary person.
I understand. Thank you.
All right. Any further questions?
No, Your Honor. Your Honor, I do have certificates of completion regarding the parenting class. I don't know if you would I'd show them to closing counsel. And we don't have the theft class, Your Honor. I
No,
tried
they
to have
haven't
that.
given me the certificates yet.
No problem. All right, so here, I have a few questions if there are no objections.
So, yeah.
So when you were with this gentleman that you said you were with,
Mm-hmm.
who was taking care of your mother?
My kids were there.
All right. And when you were with this gentleman that you say you were with, where were your children? Were your children living with you?
Yes, they were with my mother.
No, no, no.
No. Oh, I'm sorry.
Were
Yes,
they living with you?
Yes.
This is the moment Alan's request for probation appears to collapse. The judge distinguishes a theft from a grocery store, which might at least be explained as an attempt to feed a struggling family, from repeated incidents involving retailers such as Sephora, Target, and another store identified in the transcript. The dates span from April through December 2024, with several incidents occurring only days apart. That pattern makes the conduct look less like one desperate mistake and more like a sustained course of criminal behavior. Alan says her abusive partner threatened her and forced her to obtain money, but she also repeatedly accepts personal responsibility and acknowledges that the final decisions were hers. Her classes, GED efforts, remorse, medical problems, and family obligations all support leniency. Yet the judge must decide whether those factors demonstrate genuine rehabilitation or arrived only after the repeated crimes resulted in incarceration. The plea agreement permits a 2-year state jail sentence, while probation remains a request the court can deny. After hearing the number and timing of the thefts, would you still grant intensive probation, or has Alan already shown that community supervision would be too risky?
Yes, ma'am, they were.
All right. So you had this man in your life and you said your children were living with you
Yes, ma'am.
and you were living on your own with your children and this man.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
But no, the man did not live with me, and he lived in his own house.
Okay.
He did not live in my house. I got evicted.
All right. So let me just tell you what my issue is.
Yes, ma'am.
You have a rash of thefts.
Yes, ma'am.
April 24th, 2024, HEB. I can understand HEB. You know, it's against the law, but maybe you're trying to feed your children, right?
Yeah.
Then on October 7th, 2024, Sephora. October 11th, 2024, Sephora. October 8th, 2024, Ray. October 18th, 2024, Sephora. November 16th, Sephora. November 19th, Ray. December 27th, Target. You have no less than 8 thefts,
Yes, ma'am.
constant back to back.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm not going to grant your application. I don't think probation is appropriate for you. In each case, the court is going to find you guilty, sentence you to 2 years in the state jail facility, give you credit for any time served. The cause numbers will run concurrently, and I'll recommend the therapeutic-community.
So I got 2 years.
Yes. Did you review the documents entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
I don't know.
It's the trial court certification. It's telling you whether or not you have the court's permission to appeal these cases. Do you understand that?
Do I have?
It's this document that you signed.
Okay,
All right. Did you review that document with your attorney?
I believe so.
Well, I mean, either you did or you did not.
Your Honor, this was
A long time ago.
a week or so ago, so she may not remember exactly what the document
All right.
that's your signature.
Yes.
Okay, this document went over.
Okay.
All right, because this is plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you will need to speak to your attorney. Do you understand?
Yes.
And state, I'm assuming these other cases, y'all are tendering dismissals?
Yes, that was pretty bad.
He's working on it.
All right, thank you. Thank you.
The court ultimately denied Alan's application for probation, formally found her guilty, and sentenced her to 2 years in a state jail facility in each case. The 2 sentences will run concurrently, meaning they will be served at the same time rather than one after the other, and Alan will receive credit for time already served. The judge also recommended placement in a therapeutic-community program, indicating that treatment should remain part of the correctional plan. Alan's mother had asked for mercy based on caregiving needs, her young granddaughter's distress, and Alan's reported medical conditions. Alan herself emphasized the classes she completed in custody, her efforts toward a GED, her remorse, and threats allegedly made by an abusive partner. But the judge focused heavily on at least 8 theft incidents occurring repeatedly throughout 2024 and concluded that probation was inappropriate. Because the court followed the plea agreement and Alan had waived her appellate rights, the judge did not grant permission to appeal. As a result of the felony conviction, Alan was also prohibited from possessing weapons or ammunition, while prosecutors indicated that dismissals would be submitted in the remaining cases. Was 2 years fair, or should her rehabilitation and family circumstances have earned strict probation instead? If you found this case as shocking as we did, make sure to hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns.